Hi there, I'm Amanda Castor with Material Girl Quilts. Today I'm here at Riley Blake Designs and I'm going to show you my variation of the traditional Bearpaw. Now this quilt that I've designed is called Bear Tracks, and I have a PDF pattern that you can download in the description, and I'm going to show you how to make the Bearpaw blocks. I have all of my pieces already cut, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to need to do is create the half square triangles that become the claws on our bear paws. So we will place one print and one background square right sides together and draw a line on the diagonal, and then we'll sew 1/4 inch on either side of that line. Now once that's completed, you will cut a part directly on the line that you drew, and I've already done that here. And once you cut that apart, that will result in 2 half square triangles, and we're going to press these towards the print fabric. Now once these are pressed, we're going to trim them up to measure 2.5 inches. And my favorite ruler for trimming is the block ruler. So for each bear paw, you're going to need a total of 4 half square triangles, as well as 1 large print square and 1 2.5 inch background square. So we're going to lay these out. And now to piece our bear paw, what we're going to do is we're going to first sew these 2 half square triangles together. And next we will sew these 2 half square triangles together. And I'm a big fan of chain piecing, so that's why I do this. Once these half square triangles are sewn together, we are going to press just in one direction. I usually press towards the background so that all of my seams are kind of going in the same direction. And now we will attach the larger square. And now we can add this small background square to these half square triangles. Now I'm going to press towards the solid square here and towards the solid square at the top. And if you press in those directions, now your seams will nest, and we can sew together the block with this last seam. There's our block. I prefer when this is done to just go ahead and again press towards the larger square. Now once this is completed, it will measure 6.5 inches square. After all of your paws are pieced, you will select 4 from different prints to put them together to create your block. And as you'll see, they kind of track around the center, which is how I came up with the name Bear Tracks. So to finish the block, we're going to sew these 2 squares together and then these 2. Now we're going to press these in opposite directions. So I'm going to go ahead and press this to the left and this one to my right. And now that center seam will nest. So we have one final seam and this block will be complete. And here's our completed block. I typically like to press the last seam open just to help it lay a little flatter. And here is our completed block. Now I hope you enjoyed this modern variation of the traditional bear paw. And if you'd like to learn more about me, head to my website materialgirlquilts.com, or you can find me on social media at materialgirlquilts.